Russia scrambles to increment weapons creation for Ukraine war. Putin has led another advisory group zeroed in on accelerating the creation and conveyance of weapons to Russian powers. Russia President Vladimir Putin confronting military creation postponement and mounting war zone misfortune. He encouraged his administration to slice through organization to put out an adequate number of weapons and supplies to take care of his soldiers in Ukraine, where Ukrainian counter-offensive has placed Russia's powers on the back foot. The Russian military stocks deficiencies in the 8-month war have been articulated to such as extent that Putin needed make a design to attempt to address them. On Tuesday, Putin led another council intended to speed up the creation and conveyance of weapons and supplies for Russian soldiers, and focus on the need to gain higher bid in all areas. Russia news reports have recognized that a significant number of those prepared to battle in Ukraine, a figure the Russian president said was 220,000 out of an underlying objective of 300,000, have not been given sufficient fundamental hardware. For example, clinical packs and fire codes, and have needed to track down their own provision. Last week, Putin attempted to show everything is great by visiting a preparation site in Russia where he was shown exceptional fighters. Different reports have recommended that Russia's soldiers are progressively compelled to utilize old and, in some cases, questionable gear, and that a portion of the recently prepared troops have been raised to the forefronts in the conflict with little preparations. To fill in for progressively scanned Russia made long-range aggressive weapons. The Unified Realms Service of Protection said Russia was probably going to turn to utilizations of countless robots to attempt to enter Ukrainian air guards. Russia's cannons ammo is running short, the service said in the report on Tuesday. The Washington, D.C.-based Organization for Investigation of War said that the more slow rhythm of Russian air, rocket, and robot strikes potentially reflects diminishing rocket and robot reserve, and the strikes restricted adequacy of achieving Russia's key military objective. Notwithstanding the stock issues, Russian military has caused gigantic harm and weighty setbacks in Ukraine, obliterating homes, public structures, and Ukraine's power framework. The World Bank gauged the harm to Ukraine such a long way at 350 billion euros, or $348 billion. As per the unified countries, from the very outset of the Russian attacks on February 24, the start of October, there were 15,246 regular citizen losses kept in Ukraine. Of those, 6,114 individuals were killed and 9,132 harmed. Around 7.7 million Ukrainians have escaped and nations and are currently living as displaced people across Europe, as per the UN. The UK's new top state leader, Rishi Sunak, on Tuesday guaranteed Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky that his nation's help for Ukrainian would be undoubted and as solid as could be expected under his privilege. A bringing down road representative said. Sunak's ancestors, Boris Johnson and Liz Brackett, had vocally guaranteed full help to the conflict-torn country, and the new state had said the UK's tactical help would be major areas of strength for us could be expected under his authority. The state had said President Zelensky could rely on his administrations to remain in pursuit with fortitude, the representative said. Zelensky said in his daily video address that he had welcomed Sunak to visit Ukraine. A senior Ukrainian authority anticipated late on Tuesday that the heaviest of fighters presently cannot seem to come for the somewhat Russian-involved vital southern region of Kherson, where he said Moscow's military is diving in to confront Ukraine's counter-offensive. The district's capital city and stream port Kherson, which had a pre-war population of around 280,000, is the biggest metropolitan community Russia actually holds since catching it right off the bat in the attack of Ukraine 8 months prior. Ukrainian power down seem to have acquired a lot of ground in their counter-offensive in the Kherson locale since early October. With Kherson over, everything is clear. The Russia are reinforcing their gathering there. Oleksiy Arestovich, consultant to Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky, said in a web-based video on Tuesday night. It implies that no one is getting ready to pull out, and actually the heaviest of fight will occur for Kherson, as per Arestovich, who didn't say when the fight could occur. One of Moscow's partners on Tuesday asked Russia to move forward the speed and size of Ukraine's annihilation. Ramzan Kadyrov, the provincial head of Chechnya, who has sent troops to battle in Ukraine as Moscow to demolish whole urban communities in reprisal for Ukrainians shelling of Russian regions. Our reaction has been excessively powerless, Kadyrov said on his informing application channel. Assuming that a shell flies into our district, whole urban communities should be completely destroyed so they never imagine that they can discharge toward us, he said.